Alright, Superwoman is here and Doomsday is back. DC Nation, I just got done reading Superman number 19, the first Superman comic in the DCLN initiative, written by Joshua Williamson, amazing writer, art by Dan Mora. Dan Mora is one of the best artists in the comic book industry right now, and he actually makes a cameo in this comic, and he is the artist that will be doing the artwork for Justice League Unlimited, the most anticipated DC comic coming out DCLN. So his artwork so far for that comic coming up has me excited, but how is his artwork in this comic? Well, let me tell you, his artwork is phenomenal. Like, guys, his artwork just like jumps out of the page. It is so good. Like, Dan Mora is on another level alongside Jorge Jimenez and Clay Mann. Like, so good. But besides the artwork, let's talk about the writing. See, this new storyline, we find out that Lois Lane, she now has powers just like Superman. She is Superwoman. And the reason being, it's not explored so much in this issue, like we don't go in depth, but we do find out like kind of a reason. See, in Absolute Power, you know, the OK event that ended recently, in that event, the superheroes, they lost their powers, but they got them back at the end. But everything was not back to normal. See, some powers went back to their original hosts, but some powers were like swapped, and some people who never had powers before now have powers. For example, Lois Lane. She now has Superman-like powers. Since seeing Lois Lane and Clark Kent's, you know, Superman Lois now super together and them jumping into the spotlight and saving Metropolis, like Joshua Williamson has the Lois and Superman dynamic down to a T. Like, he does such a good job. And yeah, we see Superman and Superwoman go up against Atomic Skull and his zoo of animals. Yep, Atomic Skull is back in the spotlight just for a little bit, but guys, all my Atomic Skull fans, stand up. Like, he's awesome. It's good to see him here. One of the best Superman villains, like underappreciated. But after taking down him, Doomsday returns. And before we get to Doomsday, at the beginning of this comic, Superman, he has a confrontation with the Time Trapper. Now, if you don't know who the Time Trapper is, he is a time-related villain, but he's a villain who is usually going up against the Legion of superheroes in the far future. But now, he's in the past, and he needs Superman's help. Now, this would be, okay, kind of interesting if it was just a Time Trapper. Like, the Time Trapper needs help sometimes, but who the Time Trapper actually is what makes this storyline so interesting. See, this storyline is called The Many Deaths of Doomsday. And remember I said Doomsday shows up? Well, yeah, he makes an epic entrance with the best image by Dan Mora in this comic, and Lois is reminded of how Doomsday killed Superman way back. She gets angry, and it seems like Superman and Superwoman are about to have a huge clash against Doomsday, but then time stops, and the Time Trapper shows up, and it's revealed who the Time Trapper actually is. It's Doomsday. Yeah, it's Doomsday, bro. Guys, when I was reading this, I got so hyped. And Doomsday, he doesn't look like huge, bulky monster anymore. No, he's now skinny, deformed, and he's not doing so well. He would be, you know, destroying things if he was doing well. So instead, now he's a Time Trapper. And he needs Superman's help. And he also has a sinister secret that Superman is not telling Lois. That we'll find out in future issues. Guys, this first issue by Joshua Williamson and Dan Mora is excellent. I loved it. And we also get a tease of the future of the Absolute Universe, you know, with the evil Omega Legion or the Legion of Doom and Darkseid. So it seems like the Absolute Universe and Darkseid might cross over into the Superman comic. We'll see. And Doomsday, he's heavily involved. There's something going on with him. And one more thing that I almost forgot that shocked me in this issue is that Lex Luthor has lost his memory. Yep, Lex, he's no longer a supervillain. He is now basically just a good guy. an older man that is just going to enjoy a walk in Metropolis. We'll see where that goes. I can't wait to see Lex back as a villain. I can't wait to see what sinister secret Doomsday has, or the Time Trapper. Like, this is so interesting, bro. So I'll be keeping up to date with this comic as it continues. And yeah, guys, I can't recommend this comic enough. And yeah, for more comic book reviews, make sure you subscribe and let the notification bell know that you listen to movie soundtracks when you work out. And yeah, DC Nation, thanks for watching and peace out.